So I just watched this documentary. Actually, is it really a documentary? It's more like an interview of Chris Hansen and a few other people, and I learned a lot of things. So if you haven't watched it, spoiler alert, I'm about to spoil it, so you better not get spoiled if you're interested in watching it yourself. If you don't know Chris Hansen, he's basically this guy who goes out to catch these weird predator people. And no, they're not like those typical like live streamers who are very profit oriented and doing it for the content, where they go up to like an 18-year-old for being with a 17-year-old. Hey, you're getting ostracized now. He goes after the weirdos, and he has actual arrests on his name. I mean, like, not as in he gets arrested, as in he arrests people. And he basically had this talk show with 3 other people live. And in this talk show, it had Schlep, an attorney general, and a lawyer from a law firm. And the stuff that goes down in the beginning of it is genuinely comical. It's something you'd actually make up in like a fictitious scenario, but it's real. I don't know how it's real. So Schlep basically comes in with a gaming laptop over here, the crazy Asus gaming PC, and he offers it to Chris Hansen to play it. He says, hey, you want a game on my epic gaming portable laptop that's gonna burn your thighs like how it burned mine? And then he goes ahead and tells Chris Hansen to play a game called Row Meet, I think. It's called Row Meet Chat with New Friends. Now, there is a general rule that if anything on the internet exists as a game, it's going to be plagiarized on Roblox. And this is basically the recreation of Omegle. Now, if you don't know Omegle, it's that platform where you video call people randomly. I've used it once as a teenager. I can tell you very easily that there are a bunch of really weird people there, and it basically got banned. So some Roblox developer was like, okay, I'm gonna make a remake of it now, which he did. And most of the people in this game, according to Schlep, are weird. Now you may be wondering, Avioli, why are you saying according to Schlep? It sounds like you're not in approval. No, I am in approval. It's just that I never played the game, so I can't say for myself. And he basically tells Chris Hansen how to play it. You know, start a new chat, look for chats. It's like seeing a child teach his dad how to play Steal a Brain Rot. It's kind of beautiful. He does it, and he meets a few people. I don't think they're all that bad. This guy doesn't look like an evil, convicted, horrible menace to society. And then he meets a guy, this guy, who says, hey, Snapchat, which is basically him saying, hey, how about we hop on a different platform so we can facilitate this conversation with less restrictions? Or in other words, I want to do awful things to you. Just a quick reminder, making friends is fine, but let's be real. If your instant, your instant thought is just to get communication through and using a different platform, odds are you're not really there for any friendship, but something more direct. Just saying, if you know what I mean. So he basically kind of talks to him saying, I don't know, I'm bored. I don't know how bro would feel if he watched this and realized, oh wait, I was talking to Chris Hansen. It's over for me. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna start offering him a pizza like that one guest. And basically he keeps searching, finding for more people on the metaverse, and then he meets Freak for real 7. That's a very clean name. I just know for a well-known fact that a person who would come up with that type of name is a good Samaritan who obviously would never do anything bad, ever. He's a good guy, even retrospectively I'm saying that. I lied. So he says, what's good? And then, boo, jump scare. Now this to any average person would scare them. They'll be like, what the hell, what did I get kicked for? But specifically for this case, this is an awful, unbearable look. He basically gets banned. I don't see any appeal, so I don't think this is technically a ban. This is a termination, which is even more crazier. And it's one of those very beautiful, mystical, rare moments. Not rare, I mean common moments where Roblox eliminates an account and gives the reason other. Who's the other exactly? I don't know. No one knows. We don't know who the other is. It's so like ambiguous and menacing. Oh. Now, to any normal Roblox user or even any player who is so addicted to the game and has never played any other game in their entire life and is chronically on Roblox, you would realize that that's not a legit ban. Now, what do I mean by a legit ban? That must have been intentionally sent, not a flaw in the system, the AI system. Why? Because all he did was message, hey, what do you want to do, blah, blah, blah. It was a total of only 7 different messages, which I don't know what alternate universe would that actually warrant a whole termination of an account that is not part of a flawed system. But I guess it is. So the best guess that Schlep gave was that at the time while it was live, there was a moderator who looked at that, and I guess he was like, no, there's too many problematic people on the platform, hackers, weirdos, scammers. No, let's go ahead and interrupt this guy's live. It's like stream sniping. But instead of just being annoying, you're like 3 times more annoying. But you also kind of proved a point. And this is such an astronomically bad, horrible, unbelievably awful image for Roblox. Because they're literally in the process of complaining about how bad the Roblox moderation is, and then you ban them without a specific reason. Literally without a specific reason, by the way. Other is not a specific reason. I don't know which 3rd grade might I have to explain that to, but I hope you know now. And that's a really bad look for Roblox, no doubt. In the books, you are already being told you're being seen as this unsafe platform, and when people actually review it, you just ban them. Why? And it wasn't even Schlep that was playing, by the way. It was Chris Hansen, so he wasn't really breaking any rules. He was playing on the Epic Gaming Asus laptop. It's probably not Asus. I don't know why I keep saying Asus. Or Acer. Or Dell. But it's a bad image, nonetheless. And watching the whole video, I did learn something new. Something I did not even existed, which in my opinion might be one of the most scummiest things I've ever seen on Roblox. Not the most, but definitely it's up there. So what I learned from Chris Hansen within the ad break about housing is that Roblox has this little parent consultant committee, where basically parents who believe that something awful has happened involving their child can consult Roblox, which, you know, that sounds pretty, well, okay, I guess, why not? But the crazy part I learned is that they have it in that term specifically that you have to agree to not take action against them. Now, to someone who has a brain, you might realize that's bad, but if you may not have one, let me explain. It's bad. You're basically trying to waive their rights to ever take any course of legal action against you. And the worst part is that they're doing this specifically towards the people that can bring an action. Let me say it like this. The only people... Bro, can you see where you're driving? The only people that will take action against Roblox mostly are parents who believe their child has been, you know, involved in awful things. So Roblox is saying, hey, you can talk to us, but you can't take an action. This way, they kind of completely annihilate any possibility of any new cases arising. Why? Because any new cases would go to them. It would make more sense to go to them than instead of having to take it to the court directly. But after that, you can't take it to court because you've already taken it to them, which they said, no, you can't do it. Now, not every parent, I'm sure, is going to look into the legalese, like each little term. So I have no doubt in my mind that there's definitely parents out there who thought, okay, I'm going to consult Roblox. Roblox does nothing. And then when they want to sue, they realize, oh wait, I can't do anything now. Why? Because I've waived my right. I think it's how it works. I mean, that's something he said in like a span of 10 seconds. So I just kind of guessed that's what he means. Okay, I googled it and I was actually looking for this. The First Parent and Caregiver Council, but then we can look at the very reliable ChatGPT, and over here we can see that apparently they have a strict non-disclosure agreement. That is scummy. That is lame. That is awful. And I think that might be top 10 most EU things in the Roblox terms and service. Like, it's so bad because the only people that would probably take an action against you, you're already trying to mute them down. So you're saying, hey guys, you can consult us, but you cannot go out of your way and do something against us. It's like if someone bullies you and then the bully says, hey, let's talk it out, and then when you talk it out, nothing like productive comes out of it, and then you just realize, oh, you know, me talking to him now makes it so that I can't complain to the teacher. That's how scummy it is. It's so ugh. I don't know if there's a name for really absurd and outrageous legal terms involved within like some like terms and service. I don't know if that's a thing, but if there is a word for that, that is that. Like, that is this. There's a lot more. This is just the short part I'm highlighting, and you should actually watch it for yourself, such as the lawyer saying how they have, I think it was up to 3,000 new cases, or the attorney general saying that they won't settle down with Roblox for 5 million. This is all off of my memory. I could be completely wrong. So go watch it for yourself. It's pretty interesting. You might learn a thing or two about how reliable and safe this platform is for everyone and your children. This message was not sponsored by Roblox. It's sponsored by me. I took the will and initiative to say that sentence. and I'm gonna retract it and make an apology video tomorrow. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This is just a really big astronomical L, the fact that they banned him live on the whole show. And after discovering that that term that I just realized, I learned that today when I watched it. That has to be one of the most scummiest things I've ever seen be included in a terms and service for Roblox. The whole, oh, you know, you can consult us, but you can't say anything after that. I don't know why I said anything 3 times. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Goodbye, Robloxians.